Maybe you saw the post on Instagram where I'm talking about how a discussion with a client, not about their physical problems, but about other things, the reason they came, then led to this moment where they sat down for a second visit and said, "That is so weird. Since my first visit, my headaches have completely disappeared." And so I said, "Well, how long have you had headaches for?" Because the headaches had not really been part of the conversation. And she said, "For a decade or more." A decade of headaches. So, what in the world is happening there? I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not claiming that I cured the headaches. All I'm saying is the feedback I got was that in retrospect, after resolving some emotional blockages with hypnosis, the headaches dissipated. How can that be? Right? So the question is, what's going on? The nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, is what controls our bodily sensations and processes. So, like metabolism, libido, sleep quality, all of the hormones and chemicals that our body produces, our blink rate, our posture, all of these things are created by our autonomic nervous system. And the nervous system gets its information from the subconscious mind. Guess what? Your subconscious controls your heartbeat, your breathing. Do you think about doing that during the day? No, you don't. Everything that is being and living in us is created at that level. And so that goes all the way down to some stuckness or some lostness or some pain or some forgotten memory or some trauma or whatever it is. It could be a bazillion things. And that's why I don't use a script because I don't want to guess what it is. But that thing that's stored in that subconscious program is now translating to the nervous system saying, "Get me some relief, get me some attention." And the weird thing is that it can happen in various ways. A headache, acne, um, bodily pain, aches. A lot of people say stomach ache, constipation is very popular, um, shortness of breath, tightening in the chest. So many of these, and of course, I'm not a medical doctor, so I'm not saying that I can prove this in my clinic, but I do think there are many studies also that show that the long-term effect of that depletion is the eroding of the immune system, such that even more serious things start to occur. So the health of our subconsciousness is our ultimate source of the coding that tells our autonomic nervous system what kinds of experiences we are going to have. And that is why it's not psychosomatic in the sense of your mind made it up. Not at all. It's quite to the contrary. The mind is correlated very intricately to the point of being one and the same with our physiology. And so the health of our gut, the health of our environment, the health of our social interactions, food, and the health of our subconsciousness all play a very important role in our felt sense of life and our positive experience of life. And that's why I like working with the mind and the subconscious mind because it can be detoxed just like everything else. And I love to detox everything. The mind detox is the ultimate detox because everything flows from there. But I do love the gut detox too, but that's another video. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. This is Mama Soul Doc, Maya Elephant in Montreal, Quebec. I'm not a medical doctor or a mental health care practitioner. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.